You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
You know what I'm saying? So another thing is like, I gotta speak out about this stuff too, because also it being public knowledge, my lawyers getting to see all of this, be in the midst of all of this, get fed all of this, other people interacting, people that can possibly be subpoenaed, all this type of stuff happens with me not being quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I have that where it's just like, yo, it's actually more practical for you to make sure that the truth is out there.
Right.
Now, of course, it's my job to make sure that I'm speaking on 99.9% facts, right? Or else don't jeopardize the statements that you're making.
You got to make sure it's accurate.
Well, when you have the history of what we have, and when you have these things still, I think it's very, very bold and brazen, to be honest, to even be in an open lawsuit with a company and still have these type of actions behind the scenes. I think that that's bold. I think that that's a little reckless, to be honest.
Specifically, what do you mean?
For example, the last video that I just dropped about offering somebody allegedly $2,000 to stop promoting RBE in the middle of RBE attempting to sell a VOD.
When the lawsuit has specifics to do with that type of stuff.
Well, my lawyers will always love to be involved in that type of information. 1,000%. And not even just for them. You know, I've also complained about the professionalism of battle rap. So people even seeing that a league owner actually cares about things being done and practiced the right way, and he doesn't practice those type of behaviors, because you got to look at it like this: it is a follow the leader, shit rolls downhill type of world, right? So like, let's say there's a league owner in the world, and I think I'm gonna walk right behind him. As far as like, once again, like, let's say you have a very influential league owner, right? If you are working with battlers and you say, yo, fuck that battle, give me this money back, I'll pay you to that battle over here, right? That's gonna breed other people to be like, oh, it's okay to do this. You're gonna have battlers just like, oh, I know I can just get away with this and do this over here then or whatever.
Right.
Just like what happens with the Rare Breeds card. You know what I'm saying? So I also think it's good for battlers and the culture to see that there's some league owners that care about us being professional and doing things the right way. Oh, and even though it's between RBE and URL, and some other people will be involved as well, of course, in a case like this. But ARP's got his lawyers sitting right next to him. This is over a year old. My lawyers are still right there, right on the table.
Because I was going to ask you that, like, what is the stat? I haven't asked at all, you know, I haven't been prying like that, but I was curious, is the suit still in effect, right?
Absolutely. I would say this. It's they gotta handle their side of it, I gotta handle my side of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But 1,000% is we have a situation still. And
is it a counter? Is it they're suing you and then you're counter suing?
No comment.
No comment. Okay. All right. Hey, can I ask another question? Verb. You were the same thing happened with Verb, right? And was that a legal situation too?
It is now.
With Verb.
It is now.
And that's the Iron Solomon.
Shout out to Verb. Shout out to Iron.
Okay, yeah, because I was even actually when I was driving over, I was like, damn, it was another thing, but it was with Verb that I couldn't remember.
Verb has lives explaining the situation. He has text messages and phone explaining the situation. That wasn't. You just made me want to prove a point here, because I see sometimes those guys what they try to do now, especially for new fans. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to convince people or trying to redefine what other league owners mean when they say the term block battles.
Okay.
What they're trying to redefine it is a block battle is somebody that's under contract and is not supposed to battle with you. So we block it.
Right.
And then you get, you know, some of the ignorant fans, and ignorant isn't a diss, it just means that you're not aware of the knowledge. You got ignorant fans that be like, yo, business is business, like they're supposed to block it. I've never referred to a block battle about that.
You never referred to a battle being blocked by somebody that was under contract.
I've never tried to refer to a block battle when it comes to RBE sabotage because somebody was under contract. right?
Right.
And they were prevented because they had, I've never been talking about that. I've always been talking about, for example, the situation you just brought up. Averb is clearly under contract with me.
With you.
Yes, and then I start getting phone calls and text messages like, yo, Averb's in California shooting a face-off at this event with Lux. And then me and Verb go through what me and Verb go through. All of a sudden, money starts moving around and all this type of stuff. Me and Verb go at it. Me and Verb have a fallout.
And he was supposed to battle Iron Solomon.
He was supposed to battle Iron Solomon. I lost that main event. And Ill Will was supposed to battle Young Ill. And Young Ill being loyal to Averb, I lost that co-main event.
I remember Young Ill, right? Remember that part of it too.
The whole card.
Right.
The whole card, the main event and the co-main event. So and shout out to Verb. Me and Verb is cool now. Shout out to Verb. I fuck with Verb. You know what I'm saying? Me and Verb did the man-to-man thing, and ever since then we've been cool.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Young Ill too. Me and Young Ill had several conversations. So shout out to Young Ill too.
Block battles. So can you tell me what battles that you were, I guess, legally obtained and they were shut down? Can we do?
The only ones I want, because there's probably a lot of them that the public doesn't know about, and they'll come up sooner or later. But the ones that I don't have any problem reminding you of is the ones that's already public. I already spoke about, and that was when the Rare Breeds card was attacked, and that was Pat Stay versus rest in peace Pat Stay.
Rest in peace, Pat.
That was Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge. That was Iron Solomon versus Old Red, and that was Geechee Gotti versus Matt Hoffa. And shout out to Iron Solomon. Iron Solomon texted me last night.
I just talked to him yesterday.
He texted me last night. He's watching what's going on, and he's aware of shit. He texted me because he knows what's up. Shout out to Iron. I don't know people's names, but shout out to Iron. But those are three those, and then of course the Verb versus Iron. Those are ones that are very, very publicly stamped and like occurrences. I don't want to run down a lot of the smaller
I was just curious how many.
Ones.
That's what.
And then there's a bunch that people don't. It never went public because it wasn't in my best interest to go public and say like, oh, by the way, I lost a battle and y'all don't, and it wasn't even announced yet. There's battles that are lost that was never even announced. Somebody comes back all of a sudden and just, yo, I got a call and they offer me this and y'all want to take this, big homie, my bag. It's a lot of shit.
Now the MBS thing. I think you touched on that. Pause.
I hope I was clear though. Even though you said I only touched on it, but I hope I was clear about it.
You were, and I'm curious as to, is this the first time that you're hearing like somebody told you that, I guess URL said don't cover an event? Is that the first time a media was?
It's the first time that I may have heard about offering of a monies exchange. But the whole requesting of don't cover RBE or whatever, I've been hearing that for years. This one to me was very, very, I saw Jim's blog today, shout out to Jim's. If you watch Jim's blog about like, yo, if you're number one, then act like it. This particular occurrence just continues to show like the panic and just how you really, really feel about RBE's weight. Because if you're on the phone with Keo from MBS and you're just like, yo man, like, why are you posting and promoting?
Are we specifically saying who he was on the phone with?
I just said Keo from MBS.
No, who was Keo on the phone with?
Allegedly Beasley.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So, and if it's like, yo, why are you promoting? Now I'm paraphrasing because I wasn't on 3. But if it's like, yo, why are you promoting them? Stop promoting them. And it's like, yo, I'm just covering the hot topics right now, like fresh off whatever. Boom, boom, boom. All right, well, how about their event is over? So why are you still talking about it? Yo, let me make a joke about that real quick. You know what's crazy about that? We know how fast battle rap moves. This interview right here that's gonna drop, it's gonna be hot for 24 hours, then gonna move on.
Welcome to Battle Rap.
Right? Our little event that we just did Saturday, just give us our little 5 days. We're gonna have our little 5 days of buzz. Because by this weekend, by the time we even get to next, it's over. You know what I'm saying? They already talking about MBS now. And not even talking about Divide and Conquer. Can we get off 4 or 5 days?
John got a nice event tomorrow.
Shout out to Bullpen and John. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but to see that you can't handle the buzz coming off of a Saturday on like a Monday. Like, yo, all right, the event's over, stop. I was like, damn, they're trying to put out, you're treating it like it's a fire. Real shit. You're treating it like it's a fire. Trying to extinguish it.
That's a boost of your ego, right?
No, it's a boost. It's a boost of reality, hopefully, for everybody. I don't need any more ego. I'm straight. I'm confident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I was saying to think of it that way, that they're looking at it that way. You're like, oh, this must be some shit there, you know?
I've been knew this. I've been knew that this is how they really act and really behave and really feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just now I'm helping people understand it and accept it. I know it's not easy to accept your favorite league and all in the biggest league, and then especially when they play the hands behind their back, throw the rocks in high their hands, dismissive, petty, I don't know what he's talking about. When they do that, I understand it's not easy for some of these fans or some of these people to accept it. But it's not coincidence when I say King died, you say, I remember that. It's like, none of this shit is coincidence, or it's not, these facts just get erased.
Right.
No, they don't get erased. Like, this is the behavior. So then, allegedly, after that, when the person was just like, I mean, I'm just trying to cover. Allegedly, at that point, $2,000 was offered.
You didn't say how much. Now you're saying how much. Okay.
I'm just saying, allegedly at that point, $2,000.
It's a lot of money. I think I might have not covered your event for $2,000.
Over there get offered. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
$2,000. I might have not covered your event.
That's crazy.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's probably a letdown for certain people to hear, but it's not a shock for me. It's not a shock for me.
I guess because what you've been through with the friction between y'all, or whatever, however we want to say this, it's just you've had enough of it.
And once again, it's not a breaking point. That's why I explained, like, even the legal side of things, even the public, and even the other people that can be directly or indirectly involved because they have knowledge of. I'm not sparing people. I'm not sparing nobody, because I feel like a lot of people that have been in the know have also been quiet. You know what I'm saying? So why should I just continue to
Right.
And like, shout out to Keo. Like, Keo was real silent when I had the conversation with him, and he was just like, yo, I don't want to get in the middle. And I told him, I said, yo, respectfully, my nigga, that's the problem. And I'm not saying to be in the middle. I'm just saying, don't be hesitant about your name being attached to foul play, because nobody asked. You didn't ask for that call or for somebody to come at you like that. You know what I'm saying?
So is that kind of like the same thing you were saying? I know you said in the blog, you said bloggers, media, whatever, if y'all gonna cover this, you know, how did you, damn, I fucking forgot.
Yeah, the point
if you're gonna cover it.
You know I respect all my bloggers, because I am one. I never forget where I come from. You know what I'm saying? The whole point that I was making there is, once again, I understand that for some of y'all it's a hard pill to swallow. Like, damn, like, they did what? Like, there's no way the big, huge company of URL would be worried about calling MBS. Some people are just finding out who MBS is now. You didn't know who it was just now when we was walking over here.
Not there.
Okay. So it's a hard pill for people to swallow. Like, the owner takes time out of his day to put out that fire with MBS and possibly allegedly offer money. So I understand that's a hard pill to swallow.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to allude to with the blog, is like, yo, like, this, I'm about to put you in the same spot. I don't do the bullshit. Put you in the same question, all right? I see you fucking.
Hey, yo!
Right?
Nah, go ahead.
So you're media.
Yes.
Correct?
I'm not a blogger.
You're media.
I'm media, yes.
Okay. Do you cover all leagues?
All leagues?
Well,
Yeah, you know me. I cover whatever I'm available to cover. There's so many goddamn leagues, so you know, yes, what I'm available to cover. Gotcha. Yes.
If you've been covering,
nobody can tell me not to go.
That's not even what I was about to ask. I already know that, obviously, because we're here now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you've been covering URL since you've been building your reputation and your following, and if they finish their event, and then I call you because you're tweeting or posting about them, and I say, yo, Rob, stop promoting them, right? What's your first reaction to that?
I would laugh probably, because I wouldn't believe, especially not coming from you. Cool. I don't believe you would say some shit like that.
Cool. Now my follow-up then is like...
It definitely would be no, though. I would definitely answer right away, no.
Okay.
Right away.
All right, then my follow-up to that then becomes, all right, but how about this then? The event is over. Why are you still talking about it? Then how do you respond?
I'm not done with it. People still talking about it. You know, that maybe there's still more interviews that I want to do talking about the event.
Did you hear a lot of people still talking about divide and conquer when the event was over?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so me using the same point.
Yes,
now
sir.
move on
Yes, sir.
to the
Yes,
third piece of it now.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Rob, okay, cool. You just answered those two first pieces the way you answered them. How about I offer you some money, allegedly? To not just stop right now, but period.
I'd still say no.
Now, how would you look at me for making that call?
I definitely will look at you in a bad way.
Say no more.
100% look at you in a bad way.
Say no more.
Especially because me and you got a relationship, a rapport,
there's
whatever.
There's some reason how they already had each other's phone numbers. So
yeah, I definitely wouldn't accept the money, and yeah, I would definitely feel some type of way like that's not good, not good, not under the hey, here's 2,000, come and cover my event. Anytime you want to do that, I'll do it.
Now,
just for the record.
Would you allow me, after you told me no, we got the phone and all that type of stuff, would you then allow me to get on social media or in an interview or whatever and say, I don't know, I don't even pay attention to niggas?
Me?
Yeah.
Would I allow you?
Well, would
you know you're talking to the wrong person.
How would you feel if you then saw me?
I would feel some type of way about it, yeah. But you know me, I don't go online. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But you know I'm not gonna go online and say, yo, ARP, lying, nigga. You know, that's not me. That's just me.
I'm just talking about people.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'd definitely be keying on you, like, word, my nigga.
Like, yeah, like he's lying. Like he just called me about. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.